Hello, how y'all doing today? My first video today is going to be about Jay-Z selling off Kanye West's masters to Def Jam to buy his own back. Now, I've never been a big fan of Lazy, whatever you want to call that turkey jigger. I've always known he was a snake in the grass and shady. And don't get me started about his antics at Def Jam. The way he acted with R. Kelly, that whole debacle, that whole thing. And he always seems to just comes off like he's up to no good. But then again, I gotta remember, I have to take my not being fond of him as an artist and his shady ways into consideration when I think about the business. And the music business allows you to be snaky and shady, divisive, all for all, etc., etc. So, in this latest episode, Kanye West was going on a rant, and he was talking about, trying to equate a lot of different emotions and feelings. But what happened is he signed a bad deal. Basically, they told him he won't be able to get his masters back to 2036, which is 16 years from now. But by that time, hopefully, most people then kind of moved on from him. I mean, yeah, I know. But it's a hardcore reality that how the industry owns you. Because that's essentially another 16 years from now. That's 30 plus years, and that's past his relevance, if you will. And but again, all the sampling, the videos, the cost of this and that, and you have a high budget, you will have to pay the piper. Somewhere along the line, you have to pay. So, not being economically wise, you take less on your royalties. Some artists have, and then you get more money back on the other end. So, Jay-Z did a hustler's business move. However, they supposed to have been boys. They supposed to have been real cool. They did a project together, remember? And this is what it comes down to. Because I'm going to say this again for a lot of people who aren't in the business or not related to it. You don't have so many friends in that business. Sometimes you have no friends in that business. You have a clique and you have good for business association. But to call someone a true friend, not that often. That's a catty, shady, snake-oriented hustle business. And if they think they can prey on you like a predator, they will. And to me, Jay-Z preyed on Kanye and had leverage. Because let me tell you something, another two things about both of these guys. They're not billionaires. When you got billions and you got liquid to pay stuff, you don't have to take your boy's side work and to sell in cash out to get your own. But then Kanye too. See, a lot of this, what you see with this branding and window shopping about shoes and merchandise and all that, yeah, they got some cake. But what they don't tell you is they have to pay the record companies. The record companies are like the mob. And they own you, and you got to pay and pay and pay. And then it makes no difference if you sell a bunch of records and all that other stuff, awards, all that. They still own the tagline on you. It's like the deed to the house. They got the deed forever. You can stay in the house as long as you want. You pay the taxes on it. You put your foot down in it. However, they got the right to snatch it away from you. And these cats don't own what you think. Now, Jay-Z got some liquid with the masters and stuff. But then again, he going to be eating off of this and eating off of that. But when you think about that, right, did he have the loot all right to buy his stuff? Or he had to auction off his boy's stuff? So-called homie. So anyway, that's one of the things that Kanye was crying about. And he has a valid point. However, he also has to understand that that's a cold-blooded business. And when it comes to money and ends in that industry, there are no friends. And it's a cold reality. But anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about Jay-Z selling off Kanye's masters to buy his own back. Shady, snaky move, typical Jay-Z, lazy, whatever you call Jigga. But that is the music industry, so you can't hate. You gotta hate the game, not the player in that case. Hit that like and subscribe, the bell rings, a new video. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and You know, if that is a friend, I hate to think what an enemy is like. But business is business. It's not personal. So they say.